In a quiet little village tucked between tall blue mountains, there lived a 24-year-old guy named Eli. From the outside, his life looked simple, almost peaceful. But inside, it was a whole different storm. His thoughts never slowed down, not for a second. Every morning, he woke up already tired, already overwhelmed, already feeling like he was behind in life. And the worst part, no one around him even knew how heavy his mind felt every single day. Eli's mind worked like a playlist stuck on repeat. Memories he wished he could erase, mistakes he kept replaying, and fears about a future he wasn't even living yet. He'd lie awake at night staring at the ceiling, wondering, why can't I just be normal? Why can't my brain turn off like everyone else's? He felt trapped inside his own head, like he was fighting a battle he couldn't win. One evening, Eli walked down to the river, hoping the sound of running water would quiet his thoughts. He sat on a rock, watching small waves crash and form tiny ripples. He tried to breathe deeply, but even the calm river couldn't silence the noise inside him. Then he overheard two travelers talking about a wise man living far up in the mountains, a man known for helping people find Master Rowan, a once famous city psychologist who had helped thousands rebuild their lives. But after growing old, he left the noise of the city and moved deep into nature. People said he lived almost like a monk, calm, peaceful, always in tune with the present moment. Hearing this, Eli felt a strange pull, like destiny calling his name. For the first time in months, maybe years, Eli felt a spark, tiny but real. What if this man can help me fix my mind? He knew he couldn't keep living in this mental storm. So right there by the river, he made a decision. Not a small one, but a life-changing one. He decided he would find Master Rowan, no matter how long the journey took. Eli packed only what he needed and began walking toward the mountains. The journey was rough. He crossed forests where sunlight barely touched the ground. He climbed steep hills that made his legs burn. At night, he slept under the stars on cold, hard ground. But strangely, each step gave him the feeling that he was walking toward something, toward hope, toward answers. After days of traveling, Eli finally reached the hidden mountain village. The place felt magical. Birds sang softly. Wind moved through the trees like a gentle whisper. For the first time in a long time, Eli felt his chest loosen, like the village itself was telling him, "It's okay, you're safe here." He walked down a narrow path and saw a small cottage covered in vines and bright flowers. On the porch sat Master Rowan, eyes closed, breathing slowly, peacefully, like nothing in the world could shake him. Eli stood there for a moment, almost scared to break the silence. Then he gathered courage and spoke. "Sir, I need help. My mind is restless." Master Rowan I can't opened his eyes and looked at Eli with a smile so warm it felt like sunlight. He didn't judge him. He didn't rush him. He simply listened. Eli explained how his mind kept running, how he couldn't escape his thoughts. The old man nodded slowly and said, "Come with me. I will teach you something simple, but powerful." He took Eli to the backyard and filled a glass of water right up to the brim. The water was so close to spilling that even breathing too hard would disturb it. He handed the glass to Eli and said, "Walk to the end of the village and return, but don't spill even a single drop." Eli didn't understand the reason, but he trusted the old man. Eli began walking slowly. Kids were running and laughing. Dogs barked nonstop. Shopkeepers shouted prices. Villagers chatted loudly. Carts rolled across the path. It was chaos, everywhere. But Eli kept his eyes locked on a glass, every step careful, every breath controlled. He didn't look at anything else. When he finally returned, the glass was still full. Master Rowan smiled. Then he asked, "Did you see the kids playing?" Eli shook his head. "No." "Did you hear the dogs barking?" "No." "Did you notice the noise around you?" "No. I was focused only on the glass." Master Rowan placed a hand on Eli's shoulder and said, "That is the secret of peace. When you keep your mind in the present moment, everything else disappears. The fears, the regrets, the what-ifs, they lose their power. You weren't thinking about your past or worrying about your future. You were just here." For the first time in years, Eli felt something powerful. Silence inside his mind. Not empty, but peaceful. He realized he had spent his whole life anywhere but the present moment. His mind was always in the past or stressing about the future. But here, in this moment, he felt calm, truly calm. As the sun sank behind the mountains, painting the sky orange and gold, Eli felt something shift inside his soul. A realization. If I keep my mind right here, right now, life becomes lighter, clearer, happier. From that day onward, he wasn't the same restless young man. He carried a simple truth with him. Your mind becomes calm when your heart chooses the present.